Francis Ngannou. They're going to fight March 9th, 2024. Now, let me get your thoughts on that fight first, and then we'll go ahead and transition to the Wilder Zhang potential matchup.
I think it's a good fight for AJ. I don't like it per se because it just sensationalism again. Sensationalism.
It's the same thing we just talked about.
It's for the bag.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's for the bag. It's for the bag. And the problem with this is, I think when I look at Anthony Joshua's last fight, I mean, I think he's in a good place mentally where he would try to embarrass Ngannou. But there's always risk with that. And AJ get hurt in this fight, which is a possibility too. I mean, you basically sold the boxing for the bag. That's kind of what Fury was doing, selling the soul of boxing for the bag. And that's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. And then when you look at, like, for example, when you look at like what fight should happen, AJ should be fighting the guy you got up on his screen, Zhang, or even he should be fighting Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying? It's guys like that. You know what I'm saying? Zhang should be fighting, somebody like Joseph Parker. Wilder, to me, in my personal opinion, should be fighting, and we'll talk about this later. He should be fighting Andy Ruiz, who's also, those are two guys that are kind of the same level, because Ruiz is still, to me, don't seem dedicated and don't seem to want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Wilder wants to fight, but he's kind of on the downside, so it's more level. What I'm seeing now is like the Twilight Zone to me.
Okay, what about the Wilder Zhang fight? Or was that your thoughts on it?
Yeah, that's a horrible fight for Wilder to me to take off of Joseph Parker. Now, Wilder always got that racer, and he can always put somebody to sleep. And to be honest, he can put Zane to sleep, and the next day we would talk about how great Wilder is. But I think it's too risky for him. And I think a better fight for him, for Deontay Wilder, is Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? I think what it is PBC is like in cash out mode. Like, this Wilder guy, he made us a lot of money. He's a money maker. Let's cash him out, versus let him get a few paydays and ride off the sunset. So
wait, that's not what PBC.
Oh, it's not.
Wilder's a free agent now.
Oh, he's free agent. Oh, well, somebody's I guess that's the zone cashing him out. They not. I guess I'm wrong about PBC. PBC would have probably made a better matchup than this, and maybe the zone or whoever is just like, he's not really our guy. Let's cash him out. Let's make some money.
That's exactly what's happening right here. Wilder, see, here's the thing, and all the guys who I love, man, if he mess around and take this fight, he is falling for the okie doke, man. He's falling for the
dope. Like 1993, okie doke.
What they doing is they are they pulling a war. So it's like what they did with Ortiz when Ortiz was at his best. They figured out a way to have him fight other people, and they avoided him being able to fight Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
So with Deontay Wilder, they put him in a precarious situation where when I saw him and Eddie Hearn shaking hands, I said, man, you making a deal with the devil, good guy. You making a deal with the devil. Because what Eddie Hearn did was he put him against Parker. That's a horrible matchup too. Both of those guys. Parker isn't a horrible matchup if Deontay Wilder is active. But you haven't fought in almost, it was at least a year or so, but in almost 2 years because you only had one round. You come in there fighting a guy who had 4 or 5 fights last year. That's Parker at his best is a quick twitch heavyweight. He gave what's come all type of trouble. Joshua, because he had that little style where he would come in there and he would run in, and when he run in, he never really could get full leverage on any good shot against him, and he kept doing that for 12 rounds. So it was like you could have given the fight to Parker if you wanted to. Not in the UK, you weren't gonna do it, but conceivably he could have won that fight. That was back then, but he still has that style. And when he's on his game, and you sitting up here on a long layoff, that's going to be trouble for somebody who doesn't utilize skill. Like you need your timing in order to be able to land that big shot. And he never was able to pull the trigger. Now they putting you in with somebody who should be fighting Joshua. Like this really who Joshua should be fighting. But then no, they sacrificing you for him, then to buy more time for what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Joshua is going to smoke Ngannou. Ngannou, the only way, for one, Fury would take Fury playing around and all of that type of stuff. And Fury might be just a little bit shot too after those violent fights that he had against Wilder. That could be the case. I don't know. But I do know he didn't take him serious because I know Fury see the same thing I see when I look at Ngannou. He's wide open. Joshua's going to knock the man out. What's going to happen is Joshua's probably going to get another little tune-up little fight because you got the Usyk and Fury, maybe one or two fights, depending on how the first one goes. He's going to get Fury. Zhang is going to be just stuck. You know, maybe Zhang, they put him in with somebody, he might get the rematch. The Philip Herkovich or something like that. They're going to linger him around until they get about 42, 43. When about 42, 43, then Joshua might face, by the time Joshua might hang him up, they're going to avoid this dude at all costs. But they sacrificing the hell out of Deontay Wilder, and that eliminates Deontay Wilder's potential to face AJ. That's why I said, as soon as I saw him over there and he was saying, yeah, we know that's let bygones be bygones and all that type of stuff with him and Eddie Hearn, I said, no, sir. No, sir. Your nose is in the air way too much. I don't know if it's because you're so happy in your personal life. I don't know if it's because you're such at peace. That's good. That's good that you have that outside of boxing, but you got to make sure that you stay focused and you know who you're dealing with. See, that's what's come there too. So that's what I'm saying. My favorite guys, they got outsmarted. Errol Spence. He got outsmarted by Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford was doing everything that he wanted to do, getting tune-ups in, doing this, doing that. Then when the perfect opportunity came, okay, you still want to fight? You haven't fought anybody? You've been off that long and I'm well-tuned? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it now. Sucker. And he sit up there and let the man go ahead and have all of those advantages over him entering into that ring. That's what Deontay Wilder is doing right now, man. He's not looking at the bigger picture and not saying that this is chess, not checkers. Like they just maneuvering you around. You a little pawn, man. Like that's what they're doing. And unfortunately, it's not gonna look good because Zhang, man. See, when Wilder's getting hit by them other dudes, like he was getting hit with Parker. Zhang mess around there you with some of them shots. You're not getting up from that. So it's all bad, man. I don't like it. Hopefully, and I know because he has that lion's heart. See, Wilder is the guy who want to fight the best dudes, and so they're gonna use that against you. AJ is the type of dude. He might say something like that, but he'll go ahead and craft. Be a little bit more crafty, a little bit more strategic in his approach. Come on, Deontay. I need to talk to you, good guy.
Talk some sense out of him.
Man. See the bigger picture because he always wanted to fight the best fights. That's why he was fighting Ortiz when they wouldn't fight Ortiz. That's why he was, looking to fight that Russian dude over there that he was supposed to fight, Povetkin and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was looking to get those fights, but a lot of times dudes was avoiding them. Now you look so shaky. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a lot of people knocking at your door.
I just say
one person that you don't want to open that door for is that man right there, right?
Yeah. I just say Wilder, man, he needs to just get in there with Andy Ruiz. The loser got to do 100 reps of squats, man, to get them legs up to par.
The event be called Leg Day.
Leg day. Leg day.
Y'all subscribe to the Last Ones at the Bar boxing channel, man. We got some boxing fans out there.
Last Ones at the Bar exclusively talks about the sport of boxing.